I didn't break anything. I didn't shout or demand answers. I just stood there, staring at the screen, at the messages she thought I'd never see. He called her baby. She called him mine. That was enough. Enough to destroy the part of me that had believed in her. So I picked up my keys, grabbed my wallet, and walked out. No dramatics, no goodbyes, just silence. She had already made her choice. I simply honored it by removing myself. People say time heals, but that's not true. Time only teaches you how to conceal the pain. That first night, I slept on the couch of someone I barely knew from work. I told him I needed a place to crash for a while. He didn't ask questions. Maybe he saw it in my face. That night, I deleted her number, not out of anger, but because I couldn't risk what hearing her voice might do to me. I moved to a new town, started fresh, found work restoring old houses, tearing down broken walls, and rebuilding them felt right, almost therapeutic. But nights were the hardest, not because I miss her voice, but because I missed the person I believed she was. There's a difference between missing someone and missing the version of them you once trusted. I didn't tell anyone. Not my family. Not my closest friend. I carried it alone. It was too heavy to share. I didn't hate her, but I resented what she had done to the version of me that believed in loyalty and forever. Then, just when I stopped looking back, she found me. It was a Saturday. I had just finished work, exhausted, covered in sawdust and paint. I was unlocking my door when a car pulled up behind me. I didn't think much of it until I heard her voice. Daniel. I froze. She was standing there, tears in her eyes, hands shaking. She looked smaller, diminished, like a house with shattered windows. I said nothing, letting the silence speak. She stepped closer, holding a small photo, us, from a trip 2 years ago, smiling, carefree, a memory I once believed was real. I ruined everything, she whispered. Her voice trembled like the walls I used to repair. I don't expect you to forgive me. I just needed to see you, to say I'm sorry, truly sorry. I wanted to scream, to demand why she had thrown it all away, why she had broken something she promised to protect. But I didn't. I stood there, arms crossed, heart shielded, and let her speak. She told me he left, that he never wanted to commit, that the thrill faded, leaving only guilt. She realized she thought she wanted more, but losing me made her understand that I had been the more. Funny how people recognize your value only after they destroy what they had. She began crying harder on the porch. Maybe neighbors were watching, but I didn't care. She pleaded for a chance to explain, to talk, to sit for coffee. For a moment, part of me almost gave in. I remembered how her laughter sounded, how her happiness used to lift me. I even wanted a piece of that back. But then I remembered why I left. I didn't walk away because I stopped loving her. I walked away because she had stopped loving me. I looked her in the eyes and said, I spent a year rebuilding myself, and you expect to walk back in as if nothing was broken? She shook her head. I know I broke you, she said silently, and that cut me because I believed it. She looked broken, but not for missing me, for missing the version of me that forgave too easily. That man was gone. I told her I wished her peace, that I hoped one day she would learn to love someone without hurting them first. She cried harder. I didn't comfort her. That wasn't my responsibility anymore. She left quietly, just as I had a year before. I walked back inside, closed the door, and leaned against it. My chest ached, not from love, but from finally letting go. Not of her, but the pain, the need for answers, the part of me that sought closure. I didn't need it anymore. I already had what I was searching for. Peace, if you want. I could also make a slightly more concise, punchier version that keeps the emotional weight, but reads smoother for storytelling or social media. Do you want me to do that?